Hey everyone, so in today's property investment journey with Tricia Chong, I'll be sharing with you 3 case studies whom I've helped my clients to achieve maximum potential and also maximize profits and minimize their losses. So back then in 2018, I actually helped my clients, Keith and his wife, to sell off their natural loft DBSS in Bishan. Thereafter, we were discussing what to purchase and for their kids' school, and we were considering a few factors in mind. And after that, we finally decided on this property called the Study Residence. Why we purchased this was actually a new launch property, and at that moment it was CCR, close to a CCR property which he wanted. So he could not purchase a CCR property, and he decided on having an RCR property instead. So we managed to secure the Woodleigh residences at 1.449 million, which was a really good price at the point of time. And further on, this was backed by thorough research as well as a lot of investment trends that we were looking at. Looking at Study Residence, there were actually future developments surrounding the area that provided them secured gains for the next 3 to 4 years. As part of our ongoing commitment to their success as well, subsequently, we managed to sell off this Study Residence with a profit of almost 500,000, and this led to significant gains in their total property portfolio. So they realized this is the way to go in their property journey. They wanted to capitalize another round of profit, so that resulted in us looking to purchase this Woodleigh Residences eventually. So what made us concluded that this Woodleigh Residence was the most optimal decision back then was because it was near to their kids' school. It is also an integrated property. Integrated property only holds about 5% of the entire condo population in Singapore. So that means that in future, when they want to exit, they will have better advantage because it's low supply and it's RCR property. In Woodleigh and Potong Pasir, there's a low supply of condos as well. So to summarize, I usually use a 2-step framework whereby the first one is to hunt for the right property pricing at the right entry price. And how we do that is through a lot of thorough research as well as comparing with the comparative market research around the surrounding area. And the second strategy would be to time a 3-year horizon for your property. We also adopt the 3-year strategy plan because using the 3-year strategy plan, we allow our initial capital to work harder for us. Because in Singapore's property investment, usually the horizon is very short. Most families will enter a defensive stage at the age of 55. Hence, it is crucial that we have this 3-year plan and also know when do we want to exit this property as well. And this is really essential in retirement planning these days. So in the next case study of Mr. and Mrs. So, I actually met them through a referral of a friend, and they were actually having a lot of hesitation on whether to sell their current HDB that they were staying at. It's Clementi DBSS, and at that point of time their considerations were whether they can actually find something with a similar equal size, because HDBs are usually very spacious, and if they were to upgrade to a condo, they are concerned whether they can actually find something of equally large size as well as also make a profitable capital gain in the next 3 years. So we actually sat down and do a cost-based analysis which include the rental period that they will possibly have to bear if they were to go for a new launch property. So when you go for a new launch property, there's a waiting period of usually about 3 to 4 years. So during this period, they will have to incur rental cost. We factored this in as well into the analysis, and also we look at the transformation of District 5. And at a point of time, we eventually arrived at the decision to purchase Twinview Condo, a new launch property during then at District 5. So Twinview was in a very good location. It was also within 1 kilometer to Nan Hua Primary. So Nan Hua Primary is a top school in Singapore. Right entry PSF, very comfortable for their monthly installment and very palatable for their purchase. So we went ahead with this decision eventually. So in 2018, during the launch, we actually managed to secure the unit at 1.49. So at the end of this 3 years of holding this Twinview property, they managed to exit it with a healthy, profitable gain of 400k. Because of this investment decision, they managed to let their money work hard for them, and also this helps them in a lifestyle change and also plan for their retirement as well. So after exiting Twinview with a capital gain of 400k, we sat down again and we actually caught up and discussed what are the possibilities of, let's say, we were to diversify into 2 properties, because they were initially thinking of renting out one of their property for investment purpose, and also currently staying into one. They wanted to expand their total portfolio and value, so in the end, we diversified into 2 properties, one being a small 2-bedder and the other unit was a 3-bedder new launch. So they stayed in one of the 2-bedder resale while enjoying the capital gains. So we can see in case study 1 and 2, the amount of capital gains that the couples made within a short period of 3 to 4 years is very significant in their retirement planning. And also this can only be made possible if we use 2-step strategy, which is to do a cost-based analysis first, and after that we use a methodology to actually consider whether this is a safe entry price. Okay guys, let's delve into the last case study, which is Gloria. Gloria was someone I met through one of the door knocking sessions, and she was considering to sell her HDB property. Then it was a property at Bishan, very central location at Natural Loft. So at the point of time, the consideration was finding a big space and also yet fulfilling somewhere where she can get into her child into the top school, because our Natural Loft was already in a very prime location, Bishan, and she was concerned whether she can find something of a similar size or if not bigger, and also fulfilling the needs of her child's school in the future. So eventually we did a cost-based analysis for her, and we decided on purchasing a resale property at Casuarina. So Casuarina is close by to Henry Park as well as Pei Hwa Presbyterian School. And this was actually her very major consideration, because we think that finding something which has a good space, because they are a growing family and they are worried that, if during this upgrade, even if it's upgrading to just a condo, if it does not upgrade their size, they are concerned that it doesn't feel like an upgrade to them in terms of a lifestyle change. So eventually we managed to secure this Casuarina unit at a good 1.9 million, and currently as of today when we last spoke, her property can actually sell at around 3.2 million to 3.3 million. So after thorough negotiations, we managed to secure this first floor unit. First floor is actually a very unique kind of property, because patio units are actually very niche to certain market groups, because there's only one such unit in every stack, and it's also safer for their family because they have 2 young kids. And end of the day, we decided to acquire this Casuarina unit and managed to secure it at 2.28 million, which was only 1460 per square feet, and it's a freehold property in Bukit Timah. So recently we caught up over a meal, and then she realized that wow, her property has already increased by 1,009 to 2,000 per square foot currently. So she's able to probably look at selling her property around 3.2 million. So if we look at the 3-year period that she has been holding on to this property, it has grown from about 1,004 per square feet to now 2,000 per square feet within such a short period of time frame. So to summarize the framework, we would hunt for the right property at the right per square feet, safe entry per square feet price, and also to determine that do we want to exit in the 3 or 4 years. And within these 3 to 4 years that we want to exit, we will project the paper gains that we could possibly see in the next few years, depending on the transformation in that area. Okay, so guys, thanks for joining me in today's property investment journey with Tricia Chong. I'll see you in the next episode.